You mentioned reneeforcongress.com. I would hope that everyone would take a moment and jot that down, because one of the things you do on your website, and I applaud you for that, you have all these issues laid out, and people can click on it and they can find out exactly where you stand on it. I've talked to Ilario a number of times, and other candidates as well, about being a fighter, about being a soldier. People want people to be elected to just vote a certain way or say present. I ask you, are you that determined once elected to hold the line and stand the line for the good people of North Carolina?
Absolutely. You know what? I've been a fighter my whole life. I just think back and it makes me kind of laugh. I've always been the one to just go against the grain, and I am ready to go there and just fight for the people, fight for my district, fight for the people of America. And I don't have a problem, even if it means going against my own party on issues. If it means voting with my people of my district who are good, hardworking, conservative, God-fearing people, then I will do that. And I'm not afraid to get up there and say my piece. Political correctness, I'm sorry, it's got to go. We've got to start talking honestly. We've got to start talking openly and address all these issues. We saw with the video with Mr. Etheridge and that young student that I call it the political royalty. And you're right, act one way in Washington and act one way when you're slapping people on the back when you're campaigning. And another issue that's out there that I think certainly needs to be looked at very closely is the issue that you've brought up and others have brought up about Mr. McIntyre and Ilario Pantano's district. It says here, certainly the funds appropriated for member, committee, or any other House offices or for official resources, as are the goods and services purchases with those funds. Accordingly, among the resources that generally may not be used for campaign or political purposes are congressional office equipment, and then it goes on and lists many things. We're seeing from Mr. Etheridge the same pattern of behavior with Mr. McIntyre, and that is right before the election, they seem to put out an awful lot of information and printed materials to their constituents, which, as it says here, the purpose of this section of the ethics manual is to make clear that you're not supposed to use your public office for re-election. And I see him doing that. Oh, absolutely. And we have addressed this with Congressman Etheridge. We sent him a letter asking him, why are you doing this? He feels that he is perfectly within his right to do so, except the problem is that he's in that literature that he's putting out, which looks just like campaign information. Basically, he is touting his achievements, or what he considers our achievements, and telling the people of District 2 what a great job he's done and how he's working so hard to save people money and working to create jobs and to do all these things. And yet he's spending our taxpayer dollars.
Renee, I've got to go. I've got a hard break with Fayetteville. Renee Ellmers, go to reneeforcongress.com. Thank you for being with us on Mike today. I'm Curtis Wright.